Jess has kindly said today is an outing and we are going to a car boot. So loads and loads of people have been asking if I can kind of do car boot finds, you know, do more kind of stuff out and about. So that's what I'm going to do today. God knows what we'll find because the weather is absolutely shit. So it could be a small car boot, it could be a huge car boot. It starts at 12. Well, the cats are messing around. So get down! Sorry about that. Okay. Right, sorry about that, guys. The cats were climbing on top of the wee. So yeah, we're going to go out and about. I don't know what we're going to find. I'm really hoping we get something decent. And then I'll get back and I'll show you exactly what we found. So fingers crossed. Let's take a look at where we go and what we find. So this is Tansley Market, located in Darlydale area of Derbyshire. And this is a new car boot in that it was originally on like a Sunday and they moved it to a Saturday, and this is just for booters only, so no traders. So yeah, loads and loads of PS2 games, as you can see, loads of Xbox games. Now this guy's always here, and you might look at this pile and think, wow, there's some really, you know, oh my god, Game Boys, etc. This guy's a complete joke. Everything you see is always here. It's been rained on. It's a total rip-off, so we didn't buy anything. It's all really bad as well. Obviously the camera can't pick up the scratches, but it's really poor condition, so we just kind of skirted over that. Again, more PS2 games. We did buy something from this guy. This bag again looked like it had been rained on and dragged through the mud with a tractor. So, and we have, you know, I've got 5 PlayStation 2s. I didn't really want to buy more PS2s, silver or black. Not interested. But yeah, we did buy something from this guy, which I will reveal to you later on when I get back. Well, I am back, but when I'm back on camera at home. So yeah, Jess, we had a bit of a discussion about the price of the item that we bought, but you guys can be the judge of that. I really wanted it. There it is, but you know, we'll kind of talk about it more later on. But I think he wanted the whole bag to go at one and not just sell single items, but I kind of wasn't really interested in that. So, but yeah, that literally what you're kind of seeing here, the footage, this was it, that was it. It was quite a small car boot, there was barely anything there. We came away kind of almost semi-disappointed really, but right guys, hey-ho. Back home. Just quickly, before, well after, we didn't come home for a while actually. We actually ended up taking a spontaneous drive to Newark to Reload Games, where we picked some more stuff up. So we took some footage, so let's take a look at that before I show you exactly what we got. So as I just said there, guys, we took a spontaneous trip over to Newark, which is about an hour from where we live, so not too far. Beautiful town, if you've never been, and made even more beautiful by the fact that this fantastic retro game store was located there. Reload Games, really bloody fantastic. I never knew this existed until recently. I was kind of thrilled to find it, and as you can see, guys, loads of Mega Drive titles, some quite, you know, common, others maybe not so common, certainly nothing rare, but really good to see because I'm always kind of craving retro games. Window displays were nice, really kind of, you know, from outside really wanted to kind of make me go in. It was quite inviting, and the shop's pretty big as well. Most retro game stores are pretty small. This is a decent size with a good variety of items in, ranging from like PC all the way up to, you know, through to your Amiga, Lynx titles, which were quite rare, and they were boxed as well, right up to your current gen PS4. They were taking pre-orders on games, so, you know, good variety. Sega Saturn games, as you can see there, guys, sorry about the noise in the background. Common titles on your Wipeouts, Virtua Fighter, we see them everywhere, but there was a title that I was contemplating, and that was Destruction Derby, but kind of decided against it because we picked up other things, which again I'm going to get back and show you guys. Flashback, classic title on many platforms. My favourite was on the Amiga. Yeah, kind of just picking out some Atari 2600 titles there, which again, you know, I I don't know about you guys, but I do struggle to find boxed Atari games. The boxes in here throughout your Atari and the Lynx titles were in immensely good condition. So if you're a box collector, definitely check out Reload Games in Newark. They're on Facebook as well, so you know, go for it. Check them out. Ollie and Mike, top blokes, really, really nice. Really, really nice. So yeah, more Dreamcast games. Never a massive selection anywhere. I've never seen, like, gone in a shop and gone, wow, look at the thousands of Dreamcast games. It's always quite scarce no matter where you go. Lots of kind of controllers. So back over to the Mega Drive games above, there were some really bloody fantastic Game Gear games. Outrun was a nice title that I'd kind of clocked, but again, didn't pick that up. Hoping it's still going to be there when we get back. Now some Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. A couple of NES titles there. Did pick up a NES title. It was one that kind of Jess picked out. Look pretty kind of low on stock compared to pictures I've seen in other, you know, on Facebook. But I think with retro, it's quite difficult to retain because it is in high demand. So, you know, maybe next time they will have a little bit more stuff in. Some nice Xbox One stuff. Again, it was nice to see DS titles that you don't just see in game. You know, there was some quite nice some variant of titles. Not as many 3DS, but that's absolutely fine. Some current gen stuff, PS Vita. Alright guys, so all the pickups surround me on the floor, and in this trusty Nintendo hat are the names of the people that entered the Watch Dogs competition. So at the end of the video, I'm going to be picking one lucky winner out, and I'm going to contact you on Facebook to win that copy of Watch Dogs on the PlayStation 4. So stick around. So pickups wise then, it wasn't very successful at the car boot, but we did pick up an awesome console, which we don't own, and it's boxed, so, and it's heavy. So let me pick this bad boy up. Ugh. It's all in. It's an original Xbox, and as you can see guys, I'm going to stand for this, the box is in really, really, really nice condition. And not only is it in nice condition, it actually came, which is quite rare, with all of the leaflets in the cellophane. The Xbox itself is in pretty good nick. It's not tested just yet. And it's got the remote for and the DVD sensor as well, which I do believe was an additional add-on purchase wise. So an original Xbox. There were some games that came with it. Unfortunately those titles aren't fantastic. So we got NBA Live 2002, which is boxed and complete. Amped, which is a snowboarding title, which I've never played, but I am a fan of snowboarding games. And a series that I do enjoy, and that's Onimusha. Fantastic. Now there was another game there, but it didn't have the game in, so Jess negotiated us getting a 360 game, so we picked up Far Cry, which I do love the Far Cry series, so that's a 360. All that combined was a total of 15 quid with 2 controllers, one of which does need a little bit of cleaning, but nonetheless it's 2 controllers. Really, really happy with it. So now it's time to boost the original Xbox collection. Moving on then, as you may have saw on the footage, that there was nothing at all cartridge based, which is a shame, but we did manage to pick up some awesome PS2 titles, certainly ones that we don't have. The first one is Haven Call of the King, which has always looked interesting to me. I've come across this a couple of times in CEX, but I've never actually bothered to pick it up. It looks a bit, I don't know, kind of RPG-ish, but more I would say adventure based than a technical RPG. But I cannot wait to play that. Underworld: The Eternal War, all these were 50p each, based on the film. Never played it. Again, feedback welcome guys. If you've played any of these, please let me know. A classic, again, classics here is Rayman Revolution, is it? Yeah. Don't own that. I think we have a copy of Rayman M somewhere in the back here. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. The series went downhill after this game for me. I've said that in a previous video. I loved these. The first and second on the PS1, awesome. This was okay. It went down really, really badly. Slight redemption in Tony Hawk's Wasteland, but nothing like the originals. I've never seen this, Looney Tunes back in action. I've always had fun with Looney Tunes games on 16-bit consoles, on, you know, SNES, Mega Drive, and I thought I'd try this because you don't see it around much, and it was 50p, so why not pick it up? Dave Mirror Freestyle BMX 2. Now, a little story about this, guys. My original SNES I had when I was a kid, there was a point in time, believe it or not, when having a SNES was not in fashion. It was not something you admitted to your friends. So one day I took my SNES, just as the PS2 came out, I took it to a second-hand shop and I traded my SNES in with A Link to the Past and absolutely shit ton of games for this. For this game. This machine here, which you can't see, a Super Nintendo with A Link to the Past, traded it for Dave Mirror's Freestyle BMX 2. What the fuck? I would never do that now. I would never trade my SNES for anything. But yeah, 50p each, coming back to that. Then, next find at the car boot was interesting. Me and Jess had a bit of a debate about this, which I explained in the voiceover there at the car boot. I've been after a gun, the G-Con 2 this is, which is boxed. Yes, it's tatty, a little bit tatty, but nonetheless, it's all in here. We do need to clean it up. We do go through these and kind of clean them anyway. But yeah, G-Con 2 with a copy of Time Crisis 3 for £5. Probably could have got it for less. Jess was right, we probably could have got this for £3, but I just kind of leapt in like a dickhead and went £5. And he was, yeah, alright then. So probably got a little bit ripped off, but I wanted it. It's a buyer's market, £5. Don't own it, so why not? Why not? I love Time Crisis. Still love playing Time Crisis in the arcade when we go to like Skegness and stuff. So okay, so that's the car boot haul. Then, like I say, spontaneous drive to Reload Games, and I was so happy to find this store. The guys, Ollie and Mike, were really accommodating. It's based in Newark. It's an independent little shop owned by the lads that work there. If you've not checked it out, I'll put a link to their Facebook in the description, so if you guys want to call in, then go for it. It's highly recommended. What we picked up from there was a console that I've desperately wanted to kind of get hold of for quite some time. And initially when Ollie was testing it, it didn't work. It did not work, and I was mortified. But then he retried it with a different aerial cable, and it worked. And that console, guys, is a Master System Mark 1. He cleaned it up for me as well. He kind of spent a good 10 minutes cleaning this. And I wanted the Mark 1 because you can use the yellow and white aerial cable, you know, that I use for the Mega Drive in here, whereas on the Mark II model you can't. So, oh yes, can't wait to play some Double Dragon on this later. And then with that, we also got 2 controllers as well. So obviously, Jess and me can smash some Double Dragon. And then we picked up 3 games, which again, 2, obviously, Jess is a big handheld fan, more so than me, so she's always on the lookout for anything to do with Game Boy, anything Nintendo based really, handheld Nintendo. So she picked up a copy of Bomberman Tournament on the Game Boy Advance, which is boxed and complete. Really nice Game Boy Advance collection actually. Some wicked stuff in. We could have easily spent more money, but unfortunately we kind of ran out of cash for the day. But we're going back, we're definitely going back. And then also Rayman 3, which again, you know, I've mentioned Rayman a minute ago. Rayman Revolution on PS2. Lovely, 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 lovely series. Really awesome fun. So she picked up them. And I clocked this. No, it's her actually that clocked this. And I kind of snatched it out of her hands and said, we're getting it. We're getting this. And that is Kung Fu on the NES box. Yeah, the box is a little bit beat up, but you know, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I like the artwork. It's really, really nice. I just love how you can see the pixels on this little dude here. You know, the close-up of the classic kick there. Really, really awesome stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any inlays or instructions, but it's okay. It's all there. So yeah, so they were the pickups, guys. Really happy. Okay, so we are going to reveal, well, I'm going to reveal the person's name. If I can grab my Nintendo hat. Right, what I'll do, obviously pick it at random, and I'll contact you on Facebook for your address, and I'll post this out to you as soon as I can. So this was a competition that I did a Dedsec, Watch Dogs Dedsec unboxing, and wanted to give away my copy of Watch Dogs. So this is totally random. Jess has just written all the names out for everybody that's entered. I'm going to pick this person here. So, let's get a bit of a drum roll going. Frankie Lawyer. Frankie Lawyer, there we go. You have won a copy of Watch Dogs on the PlayStation 4, mate. I will give you a shout on Facebook. But that's it, guys. Well done, Frankie. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed our on the road stuff. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter. I love talking to everybody every week. You know, I'm getting loads of messages. Everybody's so kind. And, you know, check out my blog as well, guys. All the links in the description. So, for now, I'm going to leave you and I will see you probably next weekend. So take care.